we have with us Thomas Morgan and Angela Barnhardt Thomas. It doesn't say Thomas on here. They have put together a documentary called Waiting for Mamu. It's part of the Slamdance Film Festival. 2 screenings of this movie tonight at the main screening room, and then on Thursday at the main screening room, which is over in the Treasure Mountain Inn. And Waiting for Mamu, I'd really love to see because it takes place in Nepal.
You had Bill at Nepal.
A country I went to a year ago, but it was
in May.
Yeah, 2012, May 2012. I was there. And was it in Kathmandu you filmed this?
Yes.
Yeah,
just outside of Kathmandu.
And tell people the story of this and how you found the story of it.
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we volunteer at this place called International House, and they bring people from all over the world to study government, philanthropy, whatever. And so we were at this dinner, and this little woman was sitting in the corner, and my wife went over and spoke to her, and she came back and she said, "Oh my God, you got to hear what she does." And so I walked over and started speaking to Pushpa. And she told me this story, and at first I thought that I misunderstood what she was saying. And I said, "No, clearly you don't take children out of prison." And she said, "Yes, in my country, if there's not a legal guardian for the child and their parent goes to prison, the children go to prison with their parents." And
So not an orphanage or...
No, they don't, in the prison, on the floors of the prison. So even in the men's prison, right? So in one particular case, a man kills his wife, his kids go to the prison, 50 other men standing in this cell, him and his 3-year-old sister sitting in the cell with them.
Killed their mom, but you have to go with dad to...
So Pushpa at age 21 saw this, doing her social work, and decided to change it. And so she started taking these kids out of the prisons, legally adopting them, raising them until their parents get out of prison, and then they go back to their families. Or in some cases, they never go back to their families. But almost 200 kids have come through her organization, and she has 50 kids living with her at any given time. And she just turned 30 years old. It's an amazing story of just love and compassion.
So you're a documentary filmmaker, and you go to Angela and say, "Let's do this."
Kind of. So I asked Pushpa on the spot, "Can I do a documentary on your story?" And she laughingly said yes. Clearly, she didn't think I was serious. I went to New York and I told the story to Morgan Spurlock and to Susan Sarandon, both independently, who I worked with on another film, and they both said, "You have to do this story." I went to Nepal and got a crew together and started shooting. Came back. It was far short of the funds to finish. It was far short of the ability to kind of get this out there, and met Angela and said, "Please help me get this over the finish line." And then Angela came in and really pulled it through from there. It was really it's been a great relationship and an amazing story. And Angela has since gone back to Nepal because she had to see it for herself. So it's quite an amazing.
What was it like for you to go over there? Is that the first time you've been there and seen?
Yes, it was my first time, but it was really an incredible experience. You see these children that are coming out of really horrific situations, but somehow when you're in the midst of the home that she's created for them, there's about 50 kids that live there full time, and then there's another 100 that she takes care of full time.
How does she afford to take care of?
She's like super mom. She is a super mom at just 30 years old. And
is she the only adult that's...
She has a staff, a small staff that helps her.
Only four people, right?
Taking care of 100 kids.
Yeah, well, 50 kids that live there full time. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really quite amazing.
But you forget about their situation when you see the environment that they're living in there. It's a beautiful, loving home, and Pushpa's a big advocate for education, and she believes that that's really the only way to break the cycle that these kids are in. So it's very important they all get a good education. And she pays for all their education. And she has, a few people that give to her regularly to help support that, and we help with a lot of fundraising.
But even when they leave, when they go back to their parents, she continues to pay for their education.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this is she a religious person? Is this Hindu or Buddhist or?
She is Hindu,
Hindu.
but she's an open spiritual person. She embraces all the religions in the school there.
Doesn't matter to her.
Yeah.
No, they
Which is-
celebrate all the holidays. And
Which is great because these kids come from all different backgrounds and religions, or no religion at all. So she is,
It's not about that.
it's not about that at all. Yeah,
What is
yeah.
Mamu?
A mother. They call it. It's almost like a surrogate name for a mother. It's really beautiful. And you know what was amazing? One of the pieces. There's a little girl there that she adopted that couldn't speak, and her mother went to prison, and so she adopted this little girl, and she took her to the. It's in the film, but you see her take her to the doctor for the first time she's ever gone to the doctor to see if they can help her. And you see this motherly, like, one-on-one with her and helping her, and the things they do at the house that, and at the, you know, in the end, you just see this unbelievable love for this girl that she's known 5 days, you know, and the same is reciprocated. It's just, it's amazing.
You're still moved by it.
Oh, I still well up. I was there when we took one of the
You're
kids.
getting teary, right?
Yeah, I was there when we took one of the kids out of the prison, and it was, you know, he's leaving his father for 15 years, right? And so you just see that, and you're like, wow. And then you see him 2 weeks later, and he couldn't be happier. You know, he's eating every day. It's thrilled.
It's called Waiting for Mamu. You can see it as part of the Slamdance Film Festival today, and then again on Thursday, and then you'll be able to see it elsewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, and a great article at Forbes.com today about it. So
Forbes.com.
Yeah.
Okay, look for it there. Thanks a lot for being with us.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas Morgan and Angela Barnhardt Thomas. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
Give him a hand there.